Bora Boye. So recently, someone was asking me about a good source for the Odu. They wanted a book where they could study the Odu Ifa. And people ask that all the time. Over the years, people have asked so many times. And quite honestly, there just isn't one. It's hard to imagine, but there isn't. Odu Ifa is not something that you can reliably learn from a book. It's something that you really need someone to walk you through it. And I think in the foreseeable future, that's just the way it is. I can't really imagine how you could study the Odu and then by extension the Orisha tradition or the Ifa tradition without one somebody to walk you through the details and the nuances of what's happening in the sacred text, right? So as soon as people really come to that realization like that, this isn't something that you're going to read in a book. It's not. You're going to need a teacher. So then people say, well, where can I find a reliable teacher who can help, walk me from point A to point B? I live in this city, or I live in that city, I live in this region or that region. And so that becomes challenging too. And over the years, I've shied away from recommending people, but I can tell you based on what I know about my colleagues and the lay of the land that there's some categories that people tend to fall into that I think will help you in identifying what's the best match for you. All right. Now, this is the School of Orisha Studies, and I am your instructor, Obafemi Origunwan. Today, I want to share a lesson with you on how to identify the proper specialist for your spiritual needs. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you four basic categories. I think if I was to give it some more thought, there are probably more, but four categories is good. Okay. On one level, you've got first category, you've got performers. All right. A performer is somebody who is going to get out there and they're just going to do stuff. They're going to recite verses, they're going to sing songs. They got videos and pictures of them doing ceremonies and rituals, and they're just going to do things. And the objective of a performer is to be seen, right? They want you to see them doing what they do. That's pretty much the goal, or that's the primary objective is for you to see them doing what they do. Performer, right? Next, you've got people who are exposers and explainers, right? So maybe they're gonna show you them doing a ceremony or them reciting a verse or singing a song, and then they're gonna explain it. This is Ejiobe. This Ejiobe talks about this, and talks about this, and talks about that. This is a ceremony for, Akbetebi. This is ceremony for an Ifa festival. This is, you know what I mean? This is this herb. This is that herb. This is this medicine. This is that charm. And they're going to explain it to you. They're going to expose you to this thing and they're going to explain it to you. Okay? And that's it. The objective is for them to make sure you've seen it and you have some basic understanding of what it is or how it works. Right? The third category you have are these are service providers. Okay, they're gonna do the work for you. Maybe they're gonna show you and they're gonna explain it to a degree, but really the objective is for them to do this thing for you. You have this problem, I can do this for you. You have another problem, I can do something else for you. You have a third problem, this is what I can do for you. I can make this medicine, I can do this divination, I can make this sacrifice, I can do this ceremony. Okay? I may not explain everything to you, I may not show you every single step, but my goal is to let you know enough about what I do and my understanding of it for me to be able to prove for you that I can do it for you. That's a service provider. The fourth category are teachers. Okay? Your teacher is going to say, this is Ejiobe, or this is such and such a ritual, or this is such and such a medicine. This is how you do it. This is how you recite Ejiobe. It's how you learn to recite Ejiobe. This is how you pray with Ejiobe. This is how you make medicine with Ejiobe. This is how you make a sacrifice with Ejiobe. This is how you perform XYZ ceremony, right? And Ejiobe is a part of it here and here and here. That's a teacher, right? So those are four basic categories that you need to make a distinction to figure out, well, where are you? If you have a performer, right, who needs a performer? Okay, really, I'd say if you're a really advanced student, you already know how to pray with it and how to make sacrifice. You already know how things are going together, but you want to see someone finesse it. You want to see them put the touch on it, and you realize, oh, okay, that's nice. I didn't realize that you could do it that way. Little details that go into a delivery. That's where a performer comes in. When you have an explainer, who needs an explainer? Well, maybe you have a basic enough exposure to the practice that you know what certain things are, generally speaking, but you don't have the details, right? An explainer is really good for giving you an orientation. So you say, oh, okay, this is sacrifice. Got it. Oh, this is an annual festival. Oh, this is certain kind of medicine, right? An explainer gives you an orientation so you can have a better, more definitive understanding of the things that are in front of you. Okay. A ritual specialist, you need a ritual specialist when you have a problem, right? It's pretty straightforward. I have a need for this problem to be addressed. Can you do it for me? I need this opportunity that I want to take advantage of. Can you do something to help me do that? Right? And then the teacher, you're going to need a teacher when you actually intend on implementing. You want to know how to do it. Okay? You want to take all the necessary steps to go from 1, 2, 3, 4 so that you can practice this thing, this prayer, this ritual, this ceremony, make that medicine. That's when you need a teacher who's going to walk you through all the details of what it means to carry that out. Okay? So before you go out and try to find someone to be your godparent or to be your mentor, or to be your oluo, take a second and give some thought to what your real objective is at this moment. Do you really know what you need? Because that's going to determine, the quality of the match, and probably how satisfied you are with the outcomes of that partnership. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you, and if you have any further questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I'll do what I can to respond in a timely manner. Blessings to you. Hope all is well. Bye for now. Odabo.